now. I wasn't planning on it. So I actually have oh, you know what? I need to do that. I have a live tomorrow, but I decided, to, you know, go live tonight and get something done that I need to get done. I was going to do this on Saturday night, but now I'm just doing it Tuesday night. And I don't know what I'm going to do Saturday night, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, anyway, if you watch this later on, say hey, leave a comment. That would be cool. Hi, Kia. Hi, Kia. So, I'm doing blind buys. I filmed a few things. Right. Hi, Heather. Hi, Deanna. Yeah, I got a bunch. So yeah, I'm gonna go through these blind buys right quick. And let me tell you why I'm doing it right now is because I have this system. And the system is I don't put things away until I've done kind of this stuff. Hey, Courtney. Hi, Shemaker. Hi, Heather. Hi, everybody. Okay, so this is what I do. When I have stuff like this, I keep it out until I actually do something with it. So, like, if I do a haul and I'm planning on waiting for some stuff, I keep everything just kind of sitting around until I do the haul, right? And then when I'm about to do blind buys, I'm trying them out. So I leave them all out so I don't forget about them. And so they're kind of getting on my nerves now. So I need them to go away and be put away. Not to say that I'm not going to wear this stuff, but it's just like it's on my desk. And so I need to clear off my desk. And I know this sounds crazy, but this is my system. Hi, Oakland Raiders. How are you? This is my system. And so in order to clear out for this, I got to get rid of them. Right? You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily forget them, but it's like, until I do the blind buy, thing about them is that I don't I keep them out. They sit on my desk. So they haven't gotten their spot in my collection until I've done the blind buys. I don't know why I'm like that, but this is just a thing. And I used to be like this with makeup too. So like say for and I still do makeup like this too because like when I get new makeup, it has to sit out until I've reviewed it or talked about it. So like say if I got some new eyeshadows, they're going to sit here like on my desk until I tell y'all about them. Don't ask me why I'm like this, but I am. So anyway, I got a bunch of stuff. Hi, Michelle. How are you? What's Michelle? So I have a bunch of stuff. So we're gonna go through them right quick. And they started like accumulating faster. Hi, Abby. They started accumulating so fast. I said, bitch, you need to go on and do something. So let me tell you how many we got today. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We have 15. I got 15. I said, okay, now and I got more coming. Hey, Beatrice. Hey, Jay Holloway. Hey, Patricia. So we're going to go through these so I can put them away. And then we're going to go to the next batch. Okay, so let's start here. This is called Noir Tuscan by La Maison de Vanille. Okay, so this is, now let me tell you about this one. He doesn't mess with the palettes. What Malachi messes with, hey Coco, Malachi messes with my brushes. So I have to keep him away from my damn brushes because that's what he gets. He'll get the brushes. And right now I have to worry about it because Malachi and Kylie can't be over here because they whole bag of a mama is pregnant about to drop these kittens off. So, and yes, I did call her a whole bag. I'm getting her neutered as soon as I can get her neutered. If she has these babies, I'm gonna have. And she's yeah. Okay. So anyway, hey Miss V. So this is called Noir Tuscan Vanille Raisin, right? Y'all, this smells like, I kid you not, Welch's grape juice. And it smells like Welch's grape juice on you. So okay, usually I go the good, the bad, and the met, right? Okay. Right. So let me go. Well, I don't have any really bad ones this time. This was a mud though. This is a meh. Okay, so this smells like grape juice. Like Welch's grape juice for real. And it's not just regular grape juice, it's Welch's grape juice. Hi, Sarah, because you know, Welch's got that like bright, strong grape juice smell. That's what this has. This has a strong ass grape juice smell. But then now will say, I've looked this company up. They are French. This isn't, I got it at a good price. But what it is right, church wine. But it's got vanilla. So what happens is that when you first put it on, it smells like grape juice on you. And then it starts to mellow out and you get the vanilla. So it becomes like this vanilla grape juice. And then it mellows out and it gets okay because then the vanilla takes over and it gets a very strong vanilla. Then it becomes vanilla with the little grape juice. However, this is a man because I don't know if I really want to wear this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. I don't know if I really want to wear this. So, even though it's not bad, lasts long on the skin, things like that, the grape juice vibe is not my style. And I was going to do something like that, like, you know, things I like, but I don't think I'm aware. So yeah, this is like Noir Tuscan, you know, yeah. So I don't think I really, really want to wear that. Okay, see this one I forgot to talk about the last time, so let me grab this one. Okay. This is L'Entrée Melissima. This is the brand new one from the Givenchy. Right, now the grape juice. Okay, let me tell you why you don't need this and why this is a meh. It's not a bad fragrance. Do I sell them, Deanna? Sometimes if it's just meant to me, but I think people might like them, I'll decant them, or I'll use them for like samples when I do sampling. Like, because you know, I always give samples out with decants. So sometimes they'll go into samples. Something like this though, I will probably sell, or this one, because it's brand new, I'm probably gonna swap this, put this up for a swap or sale, you know, but I don't even know if anybody be interested in this one. So that's the thing. Hey cousin, hey. So yeah, this is Melissima, L'Entrée Melissima. Let me tell you, if you have the original EDP or if you have the intense version, you do not need this one. This is like they took both of those kind of vibes and mashed them together, because the intense one is very vanilla centered and the EDP is fruity sweet centered, and this has a little of both of them in it. So yeah, it ain't, no, you don't need it. You don't need it at all. So if you have one of the other ones, you don't need this. Now if you don't have one of them and you want something that's kind of vanilla, a tuberose has got a little vanilla in it, it's a little fruity, you know, got a little fruitiness to it, then get this. But if you have one of them, right, if you don't have the other ones, yeah, go ahead and get it. But like I have intense, I like intense better than this. So yeah, it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Alright. All right, next up is this. Still want the black box? Yeah, the intense one. Yes, the intense one is, now the intense is my favorite. And then actually the EDT is next in line because it's a floral. It's a floral one. It's more like springtime. So I like the EDT versus, you know, and I've tried the EDP too, but I like the intense than the EDT. But this one is the last one of the bunch that I would want to wear. So no. All right, so let me go with another kind of man to me. This is Cherry Luscious by Ganache. Now, let me tell you why it is. This is a very, hi Alicia. Oh, hey Jen, I see you there. This is a fragrance, very strong chocolate cherry, but it's supposed to have some booziness to it, and I don't get the booziness, and that's why to me. Um, but it's it smells what it says. It's a because I wanted it because I wanted the cherry boozy cherry, but I wanted to try a boozy cherry that was different than Dancing Roses. Yeah, so this doesn't give me what I want, so that's why it's a that's why it's a meh. Okay. Next up is okay, this one. And this isn't I'm getting to the goods, but this is kind of a good but a meh to me, and I'll tell you why. All right. This is Perdizione by Nobile 1942. Everybody kept asking me when I first got this, does this smell like Love Don't Be Shy? And yes, it does. Now there's some slight differences, but it does smell like Love Don't Be Shy. It does. It does. It smells it smells like Love Don't Be Shy. But here's the difference. And this is why I kind of like it, is because Love Don't Be Shy is so marshmallowy sweet, right? This is very much on the top. You get the sweetness, you get that Love Don't Be Shy. But the difference is that this is not as sweet. It's more on the orange blossom as opposed to the marshmallow side of it. So it becomes a little brighter, a little juicier on the skin, as opposed to just being sickeningly sweet like Love Don't Be Shy can be. Like I like Love Don't Be Shy, but Love Don't Be Shy is one of those things that I don't want to wear all the time because of the sweetness of it. Whereas this has the sweetness, but it doesn't stay that sweet. And it becomes more, it just gets a little more yeah, and right, and it has a lavender note. So, and I'm starting to see like some lavenders. This is crazy. So I like it, and that's the reason, probably why, because it becomes a lot more. It becomes a little more interesting on the skin because, like, Love Don't Be Shy is sweetness, 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 with the little orange blossom. I mean, it's got orange blossom and everything else, but it's real sweet. Whereas this one becomes a tad bit more alluring because it has the lavender, so it brings it down. It gives it a little depth. It becomes it changes a little more. So that's why it's I like it. I do. So there's that one. Okay, this one, Tobacco Lush, is mad to me, and this is a Ganache one. And the reason why, hi Ruth, is because, now let me tell you why. Is because I was looking for a tobacco with a lot of lusciousness, which is, being a lush. Um, so, yeah, didn't do it for me. Didn't do it for me at all. Um, it's very pretty. It has like a more of like a tobacco blossom vibe to it. So it has a little more floral to it to me. But it just doesn't have enough booziness. I was looking for a boozy tobacco, and this isn't boozy enough. Right. So the tobacco is there, but there's like a little more floral, like almost like a tobacco blossom. And it's just not boozy enough. I needed to smell like they was drinking Armagnac today. I was in someplace and they were drinking Armagnac. I want it to be like that Armagnac. Hey Christy, I wanted it to be like Armagnac, just boozy as hell. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, now let's keep going. Okay, so now we get into the goods. We get into the goods. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. What's going on? My nose. I'll be right back. Oh, my nose is messed. All right, sorry, I'm back. So now let's start talking about some good stuff. Let's talk about some good stuff here. Okay, I'm about to talk to them. Oh, okay. Spritz of the Lamal. Okay, so I got some on that too. Okay, so let's get into some good stuff. Let's first talk about Insolence by Guerlain. This is the EDP. Now, this was so sweet. But when I bought the Perdizione, the lady who I bought this from gave me this and one other fragrance free. So this was Guerlain's Insolence EDP. First off, let me just tell y'all something. I didn't know I needed this in my life. Why didn't y'all tell me that I needed Guerlain's Insolence in my life? I'm mad at a lot of y'all. I'm mad at some of y'all because y'all didn't say, you know, LuuLuu, you really should get some Guerlain Insolence in your life. And I'd have been like, I probably would have blew you off though. I probably would have blew you off. But this right here is so good. It is just this beautiful violet. I didn't know I needed this violet in my life, y'all, but it just makes me so happy. It's so uplifting. It's very old. It's got an old school vibe to it. Powdery, but I'm kind of getting into powdery stuff too. I'm telling y'all, I'm all over the place right now. I am all over the place. So, oh my goodness. It is so pretty. It's just one of those things that, you know, I want to sing I feel pretty when I'm wearing this. You know, I just really do. Hi Marilyn. I just really do. Because I'm so pretty when I'm wearing it. Hey Drea. I didn't see it. I'm trying to see everybody coming in. Hey Drea. Ooh, love it, love it, love it. So yeah, this was a good thing. Love it. Okay. Now, let's go to another one I love. This is the other one I got when I bought this. This was a freebie. She's like, have you ever tried? I was like, no. Girl, she gave me, look how much was in this. She gave me a full bottle, child. This is Ombra Vanille by Laura Mercier. This another one. This another one that I didn't know I needed in my life. I thought I had. I thought I had enough amber. I thought I had enough vanilla in my life. I was like, please, Laura don't know what she doing. People be, they just pumping Laura Mercier up. Okay, I was wrong. I was dead wrong. I was dead ass wrong. This is such a beautiful amber vanilla. It's everything it says. It's amber, it's vanilla. And it just smells so delicious on me. Oh my goodness. It's just, you don't like it no more? I like it. Right, and it's got the coconut in it. This is so good, y'all. This is so, ooh, yes, yes. You don't like yours no more? I am so sorry. Ooh, this is so good. And it's pretty inexpensive. You know, people, and here's a funny thing. I did see this before at, you've been trying to get rid of it? Uh-oh. Girl, somebody here gonna buy it from you. Cause I know you can find it at for $12.99. It's just coconutty, it's vanilla, it's amber, it's just sweet, honey. It's just sweet, sweet, sweet. Sweet. Okay. That one. Now let's talk about another violet. This is Violet by Ganache. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is a candied violet. Oh my goodness. It smells so good. This is a really beautiful candied violet. And it does. It smells like, you know, the candied violets. Oh my God. It's got the sweetness to it. You get the violet, but you get the sweet violet. Oh man, it smells so good. Whew, child, yes, I am in love with this one. And oh yes. How is this different? This is different because Insolence is more powdery, more kind of more classic old school, whereas this is definitely a candied. It's definitely got this candy vibe to it. Just more the violet. It smells more like a candy violet, where Insolence is more of a powdery violet. Oh yeah, oh, yeah, I like this one. Yeah, it just, and it stays like a candied violet on you. So yeah, violet, violet, violet. I like. Okay, this is the other one. I got. Yeah, I got much stuff. Yeah. Okay. So this one is called Vanilla Oscura, right? By Ganache. I know this one is coming back. Okay, so Oh man, oh Jesus. This is one of those spicy, sexy vanillas. And it's more perfumey. So if you know anything about Ganache, he tends to be very, just very, he's very gourmand. If he say it's gonna be smell like, tea cakes, southern tea cakes, it's gonna smell like some almond cookies. Your ass gonna smell like some uh, uh, almond cookies, right? Well, this is a spicy, sexy vanilla. Uh, with enough perfumery kind of vibe to it. So that's got little florals. Mm, mm, mm. Yes, yes, yes. No, I'm seriously, but it is. It's a really beautiful spicy vanilla. So like, if you like spicy vanillas, this is a really good one. Yeah, it's definitely one to have it. Like if you love vanillas, and I know some people like I have enough. Yeah, he's bringing this one back. Definitely bringing this one back. Um, I know people like I have enough vanillas. See, I don't have enough of things. I don't have enough. Cassandra, I'm gonna have to go watch your bridal one. I'm planning one too soon. It's gonna be so I want to see yours, see how you vibed with the bridal theme. But anyway, yeah, this is one of those spicy ones. And I'm one of these people who, you know how people are like, I just had enough. I ain't never, did he? I need to go look. I ain't never got enough vanilla. I ain't never got enough tuberose. Never got enough rose. I'm just here to say that. I'm just here to tell y'all that. So that's why you always see, but you be like, ain't you got enough? No, absolutely not. Hi, Hubbard. I don't know. I've been here for a minute. Oh, I've been on for 22 minutes. So this is Vanilla Oscura. Right. So that's that one. Now, this one right here, I'm still going. Okay, I'm gonna say it's good, but it's a little. it's growing on me, and this is Imaginary Authors, decisions. That's my first Imaginary Authors. And Imaginary Authors. Now, first off, let's just talk about the packaging. Let me show y'all the packaging if y'all haven't seen it. Now, the packaging, first off, is insanely gorgeous. I love their whole book vibe. I love how they have like the stories about it and everything. I think they had a whole storyline for it. So I really like that whole vibe. So anyway, we got that out of the way. So now, hi, Faye Thomas. You are new and Hubbard is new. Welcome. I was about to say, I'm so being so rude. Welcome. Come on in. So first off, let me say this. Their tops are the hardest damn tops to get off, to the point that I had to pry this bitch off, and I will not put it all the way on because it gets stuck. Now I'm just gonna say that this bitch got one of the best tops. You can pick this bitch up and you could just swing it around. It ain't gonna come off. It's not going to come off. Hi, Curly Ray. No, I'm saying I haven't seen you in a live, Hubbard, and that's what I meant. Now I don't know when or if you were in one. It was 8 months ago. I ain't seen you since. So here we go. I'm just saying. I'm trying to be welcoming. Damn. But hello. Okay. So anyway, you can swing this shit around. It's not coming off. I literally had to get something to pry this bitch open with. That's how tight this top is on there. Oh, okay, man. Listen. I'm over 50, right? I be having issues with short-term memory. I'm sorry. I apologize. Hi, Hubbard. Okay, so anyway, now let me tell you the notes. This is tuberose, sarsaparilla, geranium, lavender, jasmine, sambac, raspberry, and they always have a fantasy note, and this one is called Sweet Suspense. So this is not my usual white florals. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Yeah. Okay, I remember now. Okay. I got the other one coming too with Mystique. You right, we did. So this has got this woodiness to it. The geranium is kind of strong because I know geranium has like a slightly woody vibe to it. And yes, I have some geranium oil here. So we can pull that out the next time we do the notes. And I'm ordering some new notes, y'all. Oh shit. I almost closed this all the way. Um, I got some new notes coming. We're gonna have I'm trying to do it once a month. So I'm getting April's notes together since we did one in March, just so y'all know. Well, welcome, Miss Faith. So it has this kind of woodiness to it. So it's not my regular tuberose. It's not a regular white floral, but it's quite interesting on the skin. So I find it good because it's something that I'm just not used to. It is more, and I'm not being shady or anything like that, but this is more like some other reviewers would love it or talk about it more because it's more in their genre, right? Because I tend toward, girly shit. I like my girly stuff. I like to smell like a girl. This doesn't necessarily, it's very unisex. A male or a female could wear. It's got a slight hint sweetness from the sweet tartness from the raspberries. So I'm saying it's just like, it's interesting on the skin. So I'm saying that it's good, but it's not good in my usual way. Okay, I talked way too much about that. Let me put that down. All right, next up, where's it at? I actually just did I just did a video for IG for this, but we're going to talk about it anyway. So this is Room 129 by the Taliaferro. Now, let me just be on the presentation. No, this is blind. Okay, so no, this isn't a haul. This is after the haul. So this is like my blind. I blind buy a lot. So we're just going over all the blind buys. This is volume 10. These are my recent blind buys after I've worn them, and now I'm kind of like doing many reviews on them. Okay, so this is the Taliaferro. First off, when you say put "the" in front of your name, I kind of find that kind of pretentious, but that's just me. I'm just saying. That's calling me the LuuLuu. Hi, I'm the LuuLuu. That's just okay, but that's just my thing. But anyway, I will say presentation is beautiful just from you getting it, the box, the way that they say thank you, Lady Louise. They're really good with that. Uh, right. So that's just my own thing. I'm just being honest. So let me tell you now, the notes that they said on here is cherry, bubblegum, and gunpowder. Now I don't know what else is in here, but it's definitely cherry, bubblegum, and gunpowder. So um this smells like cherry Kool-Aid. I said this when we did the first impressions when I got my haul. I said it. I meant it. It smells like cherry Kool-Aid. And when I say cherry Kool-Aid, I mean cherry Kool-Aid, but not the unsweetened cherry Kool-Aid. It smells like the jar, the tin of cherry Kool-Aid, the sweetened jar of cherry Kool-Aid. That's what it smells like. It smells like that. Now, in the beginning, and you spray it on you, that's what it smells like. It's sweet, smells like cherry bubblegum, cherry Kool-Aid, whatever you want to think cherries, 1970s, 1980s cherries. That's what it smells like. Now, as it dries down, the gunpowder comes out, and it gets this really kind of harsh. It has this kind of harshness to it. So as the gunpowder plays, as you get into the mid, it becomes metallic. It has this metallic-iness to it, and which makes it a little harsh to wear. Now the issue is the mid is right there. Then as it dries down, the cherry then it balances out, and then it actually becomes quite lovely. And the cherry isn't too cherry Kool-Aid, and the gunpowder isn't too metallic, right? So that's what it smells like. And I'm gonna say the gunpowder smells like if you've ever smelled, like a gun after a discharge, right? And honestly, that's what you feel because it's super sweet. But like I said, once it dries down a little bit, it becomes good. It becomes a really pretty fragrance. if you can get past that gunpowder, if it doesn't play the same well as it does on my skin, it would, it might be nice, nicer. Okay. But I'm saying like that mid, it's got that metallic note in it from the gunpowder, and it just kind of makes it a little off putting. But like I said, but it once it dries down, the cherry is still there. The cherry is very prominent. So it's not, so you know how people always saying, oh, the cherry didn't last. Well, you'll smell the cherry in this. And then the gunpowder kind of mellows out. So then it becomes a quite pretty flirtatious fragrance. So that's room 129 by the Taliaferro. That whole the thing. The whole the thing does it for me. What am I looking for? I got a few more. Oh, here we go. All right. Right, the dentist drill. This is 1890 by yeah, oh, there's definitely more. I get a hint of vanilla. I think there's a little bit of vanilla because as it dries down, I think that's what starts taking over. I think he's just putting main notes because he doesn't want everybody to know exactly what he puts in it. So this is 1890 by, of course, Histoires de Parfums. Why? Because I love Histoires de Parfums. So this has ginger in it, orange blossom, rose, jasmine, patchouli, leather, incense, amber, musk. So this got all kind of shit I like in it, right? It's got so many notes that I like it, and I like this fragrance. It's definitely got the ginger. It's got that spiciness from the ginger. Mm, 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 mm. So it's a gingery. Yeah, my blind buys haven't been so bad. I mean, I got a few that are like meh, but I haven't had some that are like, oh my god, this is terrible. So anyway, this is a spicy, floral, musky, incensey. So it's a very deep floral, but with the orange blossom, the rose, the jasmine, ginger. So it's very my style. Got the little tobacco, got the leather and the incense. So this is a deep, um, this is some deep, sexy fragrance. It's deep, it's floral, it's spicy. Yeah, I like this. This is so me. So that's 1890. So I got two more on the list. Yep, I got two more. Okay, so now I got this one. This is called California Reverie by Van Cleef and Arpels. Now, people have been talking about this a little bit lately. Let's get a little buzz in the female fracon. Okay, so this is a pretty citrus. It's got yeah, so this is a really pretty citrus. Um, got a little beeswax in it. A little, yeah, I'm batting about 90-10. I'm about at 90% are good. So this has got beeswax in it. It's got orange blossom, things like that. Okay. So this is a really nice fragrance. I really like it. It's very light. It's spring, summer. Oh my goodness. Hi, Nina. This is spring and summer, baby. This is spring and summer. Lovely, right? Um, Now, the thing with this though is this. Now, I'm gonna tell you two things. Okay. So this is really pretty. It's got a lot of it's orange blossom. It's very fresh. It's very green. It's got the beeswax. So it's got a certain amount of sweetness to it, and that beeswax gives it a little nice edge to it. So that's California Reverie. Now here's the thing. I have this one, and not a lot of people have this one. This is Neroli Amara by Van Cleef and Arpels too. These are very similar, but they just have a different vibe depending on what you want. Very similar. The difference is Neroli Amara is a little bitter. It has a little more green, a little bitter because of the neroli in it, the strong neroli. So if you want something that's a little, like if you want something that's a little sweeter, California Reverie is beautiful, very, gorgeous for the spring, very summer light because it has this is like walking in the park. These are like going to the park, going to the zoo, very light, very refreshing, nice to wear outside because it's got a little floral, but it's not so much that you're going to have bees just like in your hair. Neroli Amara is a little more tart, has a little slight bitterness to it. So if this is a little sweeter than you like, Neroli Amara would be the one to go for. And this is a little more, leans a tad more masculine. That one leans a tad more feminine. Not that much though, because I've been wearing this one. I bought this last year. Wasn't really feeling it, but then I wore it again. You know how you have put something away. This I've had for a while. I've had this for months. I never really talked about it. But right, we don't want bees in the hair. So this one is really something. If so, this is like I would say, Neroli Amara is more for the lady who is like not super girly and wants to wear fragrance, but is like, I don't want to be too floral. I don't want to be too this. I don't want to be too that. I don't want to be too that. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody like, I don't want to be too sweet. I don't want to be too floral. That's too girly. This is perfect. Neroli Amara and California Reverie are good for those people. Now, this is the California Reverie be just a little tad bit sweeter. So that's all I'm saying. So what I'm saying. You know how you guys get them people who always got to be like negative Nellies. Oh, that's too sweet. Oh, that's too floral. Oh, that's too this. Oh, that's too that. See, that's for them. Those are, like I said, they perfect to go to the grocery store in. You're gonna smell good. People gonna be like, dang, she smells so fresh. Y'all know who I'm talking about though. You know them negative hoes who always got something to say about shit. You know what I'm saying? You know them people I'm talking about, them negative hoes who always got some shit to say about something. I was like, face all turned up, got all kind of lines and wrinkles because they always got their face twisted up, always trying to be like they, them girls who think being negative is cute. Shut your dumb ass up. Okay, so let me do. Right? You be like, sis, stop it. It's like, that's too much. Always got some shit to say. Hey, Karen, I didn't see you come in. Always got some shit to say. That's always gonna be negative. Always they are the queen of they the queen of backhanded compliments. Them people be like, "Ooh, you look so cute for a fat girl." Bitch. Bitch, really? Is that what you're saying? Oh, you so big to be you so cute to be so heavy. You'd be like, okay, you know what? Just something like that. Oh, you need to do something with your hair. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Them type of people who be like, oh, you would be so cute if you did something with your hair. You know? Right? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying them type of people. Hi, Toria. How, you know what I'm saying? Those are the type of people. But honey, women would, somebody would say some shit. Yeah, very passive aggressive. Though I've heard some people say some shit like that. Oh, you be so cute. You so cute to be so heavy. Shit, bitch. What? You be like, nah, I be wrong. Like for instance, let me give you a for instance of that shit today. And thank God I hadn't had another glass of wine. I'm gonna get to this. Let me do this last one. I'm gonna tell you the story because I almost cussed the bitch out today. Okay, so let me tell you the story. So this is the last one. Now, first off, let's just, I showed this presentation. This is Elise Kurkdjian. Ooh, baby. Right? First off, this presentation is fucking gorgeous. Then look at this. It's just so freaking beautiful. Okay, this presentation, I swear to God, I want more of these just for the damn presentation. I'm just being honest, right? This is just so fucking stunning. Look at this, black and silver. Oh, so this is a Francis Kurkdjian. So this is the Francis Kurkdjian. And I'd be like, okay, let me tell you something. So let me tell you, this is not for everybody, but this is a sexy leather. Now, Coco made me buy it. Coco up in here made me buy it. Mm. Right, it does look like Frank Boclet, right? Very, ooh, a magnetic top and everything. Uh, oh my goodness, this is so good. So anyway, this is a leather floral, leather and ylang. This is so sexy, beautiful. Yes, this is deep. Y'all know I like a deep, sexy ass fragrance. This is a deep, sexy ass fragrance. I can wear it right now because it's still kind of cold outside. But as soon as it gets warm out, I can't wear this shit no more because I will overwhelm the masses. I will overwhelm the masses with this one. I will make people just fall out from the beauty of this fragrance. They'll be like, ah, you know what I'm saying? They will fall out, stunting on the whole style. They will fall out, stunting on the whole style. Ah, bitch. Yep, that's me. Uh, mm. Damn, this smells so good. You were right, Coco. I needed it. Mm, mm, mm. So, yeah, yeah. Now, this ain't for the zoo. Mm-mm. This is for the rooftop bar, though. I'm gonna tell you where this could be in the summertime. You know, this is for rooftop bars. This is for rooftop bars, baby. And when you go in there to stunt on the hose and make heads turn, this is one of them stunt on the hose fragrances. For real, for real, for real. Stunt on them hose with that. So let me tell you what somebody said. Luckily, I didn't catch it because I just, yeah, okay. So some of y'all know my best friend's mom died. So they had the funeral today. So we were back at my friend's house, and they have a really small space, you know, nice. It's a small, cute little house, right? And so everybody, you know, so we over there hanging out because me and B went there first. Girl, yes, with black lace underneath, child, a really girl with this cute ass, sexy sundress, a little sexy maxi dress on. Yes. Okay. So anyway, so me and B went over there, you know, bought some chicken and everything for everybody to chill and hang out with. So we all over there, right? Everybody chilling. They doing their thing, smoking some trees. I don't smoke, but hey, everybody smoking trees, whatever they doing, drinking. You know what grown folks do at a you know, a semi repast, because it wasn't an official repast. It was just like, come over here and hang out with them. So my friend's ex-husband came. That's her daughter's father. Okay, so he came to pay his respects. Now, mind you, her sister had people over her house too, right? So they were over there first. Him and his wife, which is fine. So they came in and they got there kind of late, you know. So it was quite a few people over at their house at this point, you know, and we all kind of sitting around laughing and joking and everything. This hoe comes in, and I didn't hear my friend, another one of my friends heard her and told me what she said. I was like, she better be glad I wasn't standing next to her ass. So, and then says, "Oh, they don't have many chairs, do they?" Luckily, I didn't hear that shit because she said, what? Because first off, because what would have came out of my mouth if I had been standing next to her? I guess y'all need to leave then, huh? Did you just come into my friend's house, whose mama just died, and you gonna make a comment like that? See, it was God looked out for that hoe because I wasn't close. Because if I had been because she was right next to this girl when she said it, I'd have turned my head and been like, maybe y'all need to leave there, and if there's no place to sit. Bitch, because you confused. So, yeah. So luckily, I didn't hear her say that, because we'd have had some problems. We'd have had some we'd have had some problems then. I'd have had to, check her dumb ass. You don't come in anybody's house like that. What the fuck wrong with you? You tacky asshole. Exactly. A very weird thing to say, considering it was a bunch of people in there. So it wasn't like, and her house isn't, I mean, my friend's house isn't that big. Yeah, just rude as fuck. I was like, I want to, it's like, so are you on the spectrum? Something, I did. No, I got the self control because I wasn't next to them when they came in. When she said it, I heard about it, and they were in another room by then. Because if I had heard her say that, it would have been a different thing. And then later on, she came out of the other room because I was sitting, um, I'm just asking because that's that shit where maybe she don't understand what she should say in public. Maybe you need somebody to teach you how not to blurt out what's in your head in public. I'm just saying. That's just my thought process in it. I'm gonna give you that, right? And then she came around. Apparently, she was like, because okay, my everybody knows me as Tweety. If I hear somebody say Tweety, that means they've known me forever because that's my family nickname. So she's like, well, he a jackass too. We won't even go into him. So she's like, oh, I've been. So my friend Donnie's like, oh yes, introducing her for across the room. Yeah, oh Tweety, I've heard so much about you. Hi, Anisha. I was like, hi. I gave her the hi. Go away now, child. Ain't nobody thinking about you. Go away. Go away. Go away. So yeah, we left soon after that. So that was good. And then her ex-husband, who I know can't stand my black ass, has never liked me. Never liked me. Right? She's like, he keeps calling my name out. Is that Louise Caillouet? Is that Louise Caillouet? Fuck wrong with you? What the fuck? Is that Louise Caillouet? I'm like, cause see, he ain't like me for over 20 years. He can't stand my ass. One of the reasons why he can't stand me. Now, this is an Amazon tribe moment. For the people who know about Amazon tribe, this was an Amazon tribe moment. So when they broke up, my friend they broke up, and he wasn't paying his child support, right? He wasn't paying his child support. And my friend's struggling, she paying for, doing the single mother thing. This Negro ain't paying his child support. So I was working downtown Chicago. And this is one of the reasons why he hates me. There's a few reasons, but this is this is a good reason why he hates me. And I'm in the TJ Maxx. It's around Christmas time. And I see him in TJ Maxx. And he is in the lingerie department pulling out lingerie. So I rolled up on him and I said, wow. I said, look at you buying Christmas presents for some woman. I hope you're going to buy something for your daughter that you ain't paid child support for in over a year. Girl, his face got so red. It was funny. And I just stood there for this for a minute. No, oh see, look, Drea, Courtney, and Karen think they know me so well. They like for himself, I can't stand none of y'all. I can't stand none of y'all. Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. So you got money to buy some bras, some lingerie. I hope you got some money for your daughter that you ain't done nothing for in the last year. He was looking like I hate this hoe. In his head, he called me everything he could think of. Faith. Now he was smart enough not to say that shit in public out loud, but I know I was every bitch in his head. I was like every bitch. This bitch right here, this hoe right here, this raggedy ass wench. I know I was everything that he could think of in his head right at that moment. But I stood there like, and I was daring him to say some more shit. I wanted him to say something else because I was about to go in. He just he couldn't even say nothing. I was like, and of course there were people around when I said this because it wasn't like it was TJ Maxx Christmas, it was December, so people was in there, right? So that's why he's like, is that Louise Caillouet? Right? Oh yeah, most definitely he was. Hmm. Yeah, that's why he know he don't like my black ass. Right? See ya. He was like, ah, yeah. So yeah, so it was quite interesting, but it always is. Whenever you go, yeah, yeah, it was downtown. It was at the TJ Maxx on State Street, so it was nice and full. And it was Christmas time. It was nice and full. It was good and full. So it wasn't like we was in there by ourselves, so nobody would have heard him. It was quite a few women looking like, you always like it because them people be looking like, oh shit, you hear that? Did you hear that, girl? Did you hear that? Oh shit, yeah, one of those moments. Hi, patience. Hi, patience. So I am what is that? Oh, definitely gonna do that. That's why, because I'm telling you, when I saw him, I was like, oh, no, this Negro ain't bad some shit for somebody. I was like, I wasn't even over there. I happened to notice him as I was walking. Them moments where you gotta back up and go and let me just handle this shit right quick. I was like, let me. No, I made it clear. I was like, since you ain't take, I was like, I think I said something like, I'm like, okay, yeah. So, so what else been going on? How y'all been doing? What did you wear today? What's your scent of the day? What is mine today? Oh, I know what I wore. But they was smoking trees. You couldn't smell nothing. Good Lord, they was smoking. And I'm not one that's like, okay, no, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. Um, I wore Dancing Roses. I was in a Dancing Roses mood. I smell so good too. Oh, it's still on my clothes. It smells so good. Oh my goodness. Cypress shade. What does that smell like, Heather? Okay, does it smell woody? Because I'd be like, no, no, no. I be trying with them, but I don't know. Oh, is it Remarkable People? I think I read the notes on that and I didn't like it. Eldo can be so oh, Artemisia. Okay, not Woody Good. Okay, see, I'm liking that. Argos Triumph of Bacchus. You must really like that one because you've worn that a couple of times recently, D'Angelo. And with your 1,372 bottles that you own, I'm sure that says a lot. Cause man, you got it. Hmm. I still don't have figs and whatever. I keep going back and forth. Yeah, this smells like straight grape juice. Smells like straight grape juice. Why would somebody want to smell like grape juice? That's my question. And I've heard somebody say it has a grapey vibe and they really liked it. So they would probably love this thing. Cause this smells like grapey. This smells grapey. Rich, warm, addictive. Okay, hey Chantel. Right, D'Angelo got all the sauce. Let me tell you, it's a few of them people who got sauce. D'Angelo, you getting the Orphean? Okay, I put that on. Oh, I gotta, man, I'm behind. I gotta get on my fragrance trends page. Um, yeah, see, we need to get D'Angelo. Can you do it live with me? Can you, okay, can we put you like with your face all like this? Where you know what your face is like fuzzy if you don't want everybody to know what you look like. I wonder if we could do like a fuzzy picture of you. Hey, how about that, man? Just have a fuzzy picture. I don't know that one. That sounds good. Look at you, patience. Pixelated. Uh-oh. Right, talk to him in the dark. Right, he could be in the dark room. He was just, and then all we'll see is his hand come out into the light with the fragrances. Right, exactly, like an informant. Right, he'd be pixelated. His voice would be like, a little bit messed up. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, hi, like that rah, rah, rah sound to his voice. We get you a voice, distorter. I mean, we could do this. We could do this, man. We can make this happen. Just a little. Right. Thank you. Auto tune. Right. Yep. And or like maybe like hold up. This would be D'Angelo on it. He'd be like this. We see all of a sudden we see like this. It would be like this. The fragrances would come out of nowhere. He'd talk about them and they go down. And then another one would come up. And yes, this one right here. It would be all we see is a disembodied hand coming up. Right? I mean, because it's a few people who do that. What's her name? The Simple Chic Life. That's her thing. you know. And that's how she does hers like that. Rosen Jones does hers like that. The disembodied hand move. Right? I got you, man. You can just be off and just bring your hand up. So what do you have now, D'Angelo? Hi, I have such and such. See what I'm saying? It wouldn't be that hard. We can do this. You down with it? Oh my goodness, it smells so good. Right. One way or another. I mean, we can make it comfortable for you. We just want to get you on. We just want to get you on, man. This is Kurkdjian. I mean, I can just see it now. It just be like, it'd be like, oh, right. Cocktails in D'Angelo's hand. like for instance, like wait a minute, like bougie fragrance with a photography guy. Hi Jones Rising. I don't think I've ever seen you before. Don't be telling on me. I'm gonna make it comfortable though. I'm gonna make it comfortable. I swear. Like photography guy. You could be him and be like, "Hi," just bring it out. But see, we still have to see the fragrances. So that's what I'm saying. He'd just be a disembodied hand. Ooh, maybe I should wear this tonight with myself. I guess I should act like I got a job. Oh man. Do you? Well, now you're here. I might be getting off because I'm not gonna stay all night like I have been. But I'm at an hour. I'm gonna say we're getting off, so I can say that shit and we'll be on here for another hour. But that's not the point. But yeah, I'm just saying. Come on, man. D'Angelo, I got you. I got you. I got you. I mean, I'm just saying, I mean, for real, is that, you know, I mean, there's people who do whole channels with their hands. I'm telling you, the simple chic life is, you know, da, 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 you know, I'm like, okay, okay. Oh, and look at the top. Look at the top on it. Okay. Okay. Elise and her people and his people came for this one. This is nice, y'all. This is nice. Oh my gosh. You know, right. Right. He can wear a costume. I mean, there's ways we can make this happen. There's ways we can make this happen. You can have like a Batman mask on. Oh, there we go. Ooh, I'll even get a mask though. See, he could be Black Panther. Oh, yes. Listen, I'll come in. I'll get a costume too. You know, I'll get a mask too. We can be masking it up and talking fragrances. So, speaking of crazy shit, I was on a live with right. Oh, I could be Catwoman. I got my Catwoman glasses. Shit. Yes. Let's do it. Oh yeah, we have a Fred Comp meetup. D'Angelo better know. He just had okay, first off, we're gonna have to have a D'Angelo. Right, he could be V for Vendetta. There we go, edition over the fence. Right. Right, mass fragrance reviews. There we go. With new masks. You in, you in. Listen, at a FradCom, D'Angelo would have to have a table, a booth. We'd have to have a booth for D'Angelo so we can see him. Be like, just sit at the booth, just let us see you. You only got to sit there for 2 hours, but we need to see you. Thank you, appreciate you. No, he will show up. But see, D'Angelo would be probably one of them type of people who would show up, but he wouldn't announce himself at first. He'd be off in the corner, making sure nobody noticed him. And then all of a sudden, and then everybody say, "Dang, you didn't come." He'd be like, he would be like, D'Angelo would be like, "I was there." Wouldn't you, D'Angelo? He would be there and just never tell anybody he was there. And then at the end, he'd be like, "Oh, hey, Melissa." He'd be like, "I was there." Everybody be like, "What? No, you weren't." "Yes, I was." I've never heard his voice. Oh, now I'm feeling a little, I'm feeling a little some type of way. How do you know his voice? I ain't never heard his voice. Okay. Can I get a phone call, D'Angelo? Can I get a call? Can I get a call? No, I'm just joking. Or has he done some like videos on his IG page? I'm just asking. I just need to know some things. We need. That was Neroli Amara. Just because it's sitting here, I got to put all this stuff away. Because I've done the blind buy haul, and I am done. I'm just messing with you, D'Angelo. You know I like you. You're my boy. I'm just, I get on a roll. We get on a roll. You know how it is. Right, D'Angelo has left the chat. No, he ain't, because D'Angelo ain't that punk. If D'Angelo left the chat right now, honestly, I would be like, "Oh, so he that guy?" You know what I'm saying? I would be, and I knew you didn't go anywhere, D'Angelo. But I'm saying if you hit like left, like ran off, like they're making fun of me. Right? I know you here. Look, you be running out here like oh, send a voice message. Wait. Wait a minute. He be out here like no, he be out there like this, like, "Homeboy, I've been delivered. I don't like boys no more. I don't like men no more. I've been delivered. That's the one. That's the kind of run you come out like. That's the kind of man who be running out. Right. Right. I know he's not sensitive. That's why I knew he was still here. I know he was just joking. But if he would, that's what I would be picturing him. I don't like girl. Right. Right. He will not go away, y'all. His ass will not go away. What the hell? Oh my God. Speaking of clowning, how do we get this far in here? We ain't discussed Kirk Franklin and his son. How do we get this far, y'all? How do we get this far and we ain't discussed Kirk Franklin and his son? Come on now, we got to speak on Kirk and the son. We what? Oh, okay, can we have now? Was okay, so let me just say this. Kirk Franklin's son is the August Alsina of 2021. Because if that wasn't some bitch assness, right? Okay, so here's what happened. Kirk and his son got into it. Kirk got to cussing his ass out, and son recorded it and then posted it on IG talking about how his father was of course he did. Yes, he did. Hold on, let's just talk about all the let's just get that part out. Let's really talk about it. And then he posted up and talk about how he can't have no relationship with his son and his father anymore, and it's over, blah blah blah. So let's just talk about some things. First off, number one, right? Okay, he grown. He 30 some years old. You ain't a child anymore. You're a grown ass man. You're a grown ass man. That's number one. And that was some bitch ass shit to do. That's number two. But the other thing is, and this is just in general, whenever you see stuff like this, it says this to me. We don't know what happened before the recording started. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what he's because Kirk went off. He called him a bitch ass, right? Yo, bitch ass. Told him he would beat his ass, but we don't know what was said to get Kirk to that point. And all these Christians talking about how he was cursing and shit make me sick. Because they acted, all these people, all these self-righteous motherfuckers, and we all know that they curse or cursed at sometimes. You know, right? Right. He said, right. He put his foot in his ass. Right. Right. And now the sister has come out and said basically he a bitch ass too. You know, and she's younger. She's on daddy's side. She like, yeah, okay. Right. Exactly. Right. Nobody just comes up to you and be like, you bitch ass motherfucker, I'm gonna put my foot up your ass. No parent does that to their child. Right. Right. Please wait a minute. Every grown motherfucker is on Kirk's side. Let me tell you, every grown person is on Kirk's side on this one. Every grown. First off, let me just tell y'all something. Based on what they saying, and now everybody up in there, I'd have been canceled. I should have been canceled in the 90s, the way I talked to my son and my daughter. Not Bianca as much, because Bianca was not as, but DJ, right, 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 right. Got to put it in the street and shit, everything like that. Right, right. Yeah, he was asking him for money, and Kirk didn't give it to him. Right. Right? Kirk gonna make us all jump. There is a hilarious thing on IG. I had to find it and play it for y'all. That shit was hilarious though. But wait, baby, what? Night, who's going to bed? Good night, Courtney. Good night. Right, and then post it up for views and the thing is, it's backfiring on so many levels. But like I said, DJ could have right, Melissa, right, First thing is he grown as fuck. You 33 years old. If your daddy coming at you like that, there's a reason for it. If you and your father into it like that, there's a reason for it. Because no father at that point, and honestly, I have kids. I have children that are grown, and we joke and everything, but we don't come in. Ain't nobody coming in. At that age, this is a totally different thing. So if your father's coming at you like that, that's because you're coming wrong, right? I don't need no damn family counseling. What they needed to do, see, you know what the problem is? Kirk didn't whoop his ass enough when he was younger. See, there's the problem. Kirk didn't step that foot in his ass when he was younger, because clearly he feels entitled at 33 years old. Good night, Janet. Good night. He feel real entitled at 33 to come to do some shit like that. That's the problem. See, everybody, and then they make these little monsters who act crazy. Shit. Yeah, okay. That's the problem. See that, and now he grown and he got all these expectations that you're supposed to take care of him, a 33-year-old man. So clearly, Kirk has been doing for him a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's probably he just got to the end of that. No, no. But I promise you, he been in Kirk's pocket for a long ass time. And, probably Kirk just tired and fed up. And like, no, you really need to go and do something. You need to get out there and be a man. Let me tell you something. If DJ ever, DJ has had his, right. Right, exactly. What? My mama taught me this, and this is the speech I gave to my kids when I turned 18. See, Heather, that's wrong. When I turned 18, this was a speech my mama gave me. From birth to 18, the law says that I must take care of you and feed you and clothe you and make sure you're okay. The rest is love. And at the time I didn't quite understand what she was saying. But then as I got older, I understood it. And that's true. Your parents don't owe you shit after 18. The rest is love. And that's what a lot of people don't quite understand. Your parents don't owe you a goddamn thing after 18. The rest is love. And at the time at 18, I didn't quite understand. I was like, why is she telling me this? But by the time I was a little bit older, I was in my 20s, I understood it, because my mother, the things that my mother did for me, she didn't have to do. And I didn't ask her to do a lot, but she didn't have to do anything for me. And I said that to my kids, and I said, now understand this. Whatever I do after this point is love. And it took me, and they understood it, and you have to, but also you have to not have that disrespect already. I told DJ at a young age, I told my son, I said, you're gonna fear me now because one day you're gonna be bigger than me. So you got to make them understand, because then too often parents are being friends with their kids during the years they're not supposed to be. So you become friends with your kids when they grown. Like me and my kids, 29, 31, because tomorrow's DJ's birthday. I'll be posting up his picture. I need y'all to say happy birthday to my boy. Now we have great times. We talk, we laugh, we joke. DJ will tell me all kind of crazy shit. I'd be like, oh, son, I don't want to know. But when he was growing up, when he was my child, when I was raising him, and it was my job to pour into him the best that I could, to make him the best that I could of him, I kicked his ass. I kicked his ass, and my foot stayed in that ass because it was important that I do it then so that he would become the man that he is now. And that's the problem. Too often everybody want to buy for their kids and shit like that. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You 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 teach your children the value of the things you give them. Like, I never gave my kids things just, spend all this money and not make them understand mama works for this shit. And it ain't come easy, you know? And they should, Faith. They should. Now, my son was never disrespectful to anybody or anything like that. But like I'm saying, right, but see, that's different. You understood that, Miss V. Like, you would, your parents. It was one particular woman, right? But there. So for him to have to, at 33 years old, and then on top of that, you 33-year-old man, and you feel like this made sense to post some shit like that about your father, and you thought, and here's the interesting thing: the people who want to cancel him are stupid too. Either that, or they're young people who don't have children, who don't understand. Oh, that's some bullshit. Because as a man, fuck you putting that shit out for anyway. That's some bitch ass shit anyway. Hi, Simone. Hi. That's some bitch ass shit anyway. Right? So you want to shame your father. You want to ruin his reputation. You want to ruin your father's reputation, which in turn could fuck with his livelihood, which is what you in his pocket for. So there's a whole lot. That's like, for instance, that's like the same right, and then Kirk came out and had to apologize. I wouldn't apologize for shit. See, I'm not the one for stuff like that, because here would have been my apology. Let me tell y'all what. I'm not apologizing for a damn thing. A, yes, I cussed my child out. Yes, I'm a Christian, and it doesn't change that doesn't change anything about my love of God or my Christian faith. That I cussed that boy out. I cuss him out again. If he come up in my face, I'm gonna put my foot up in his ass just like I promised him I would, especially for the shit he just did now. That would have been my apology. They'd have been like, damn it. Damn it, Kirk. Damn it. See, that's because everybody, all grown folks, are saying Kirk should have never apologized for that shit. Fuck these pseudo Christians, righteous ass motherfuckers who would do the same thing. Right. You know what that's like? Here's a true story. It's a whole thing that happened at my house on Christmas of New Year's Eve of 99 going into 2000, right? New Year's Eve 1999. Some shit happened. This guy lost his mind in my house. We had to call the police to get him out of my house. In the midst of all this happening, the police gets to my house. Now, remember, this was going into 2000. Remember, they were on high alert and everything. They thought that all kind of craziness was going to happen. So we had to call to get this guy out of my house at this Christmas party, this New Year's Eve party. Toward the end of my party, it's like 2:00 in the morning. My crazy nephew was drunk, and he was trying to attack him, right? He came through a window trying to attack this guy because the guy was so off. He was trying to attack him. It's just a whole lot was going on. But in the midst of all of this, my brother-in-law, his father, my nephew's father, was out, and we were in my front yard at this point, just bullshit. And he grabbed my nephew and threw him against the wall, right? And had him like with one hand, threw his crazy ass on this wall, right? Because the police are here. As he does this, the police were like, sir, and they coming at my brother-in-law, like, let him go. My brother-in-law turned on him and said, this is my motherfucking son. Back the fuck up. I got this. The police backed up. And that's the truth. And that's exactly how Kirk should have responded. This is my motherfucking son. Back the fuck up. You know, because how dare you come at him like that when you have no idea what that boy said? And that's the whole point. You don't know none of the precipitating incident before this. And clearly there was a reason why Kirk was so upset and riled up. See, you ain't hear nothing but Kirk going the fuck off. Okay, yeah, because that's what he does. So you trying to play it like your daddy just like this in the first place at 33 years old. If you and your father have this much of a toxic relationship, why the fuck you in his house? Because he was in his house, right? Why are you in his house? You should be grown enough, have your own thing, that you don't need anything from your father, because clearly y'all have a toxic relationship. Because people have toxic relationships with their parents and they leave them motherfuckers alone. So you want us to believe that Kirk, you come in and Kirk just starts snapping the fuck off on you. I'm like, no, right? He listen, he wouldn't be in my house right now. I promise you. After releasing that shit, that Negro should have. If he didn't have his bags packed, that shit would have been flying out the window as I whooped his ass out of my house. Right? Oh, hell the fuck no. I 33-year-old man. Or the truth is, I'd have kicked his ass. I'd have had them remove him from my house with nothing. Because unless he paid for that shit, it's my shit anyway. Because don't y'all remember? Did y'all ever try to run away from your? I'm running away, and you try to take your shit. And your parents said, you didn't pay for none of that. Because I know I tried that shit one time. I'm running away. My mom was like, "What you taking with you? That ain't your shit. That's not your stuff. That's mine. I paid for all of it." It was like, oh. I know I did that to mine, because I know one time DJ pissed me off and I kicked his ass out and I said, "You better go with your friends you want to hang out with." I said, "You can't take shit but what's on your back." Right. He too old to be living at home anyway. You know what I'm saying? I was like, "You better go." I was like, "I don't know what you gonna take with you, but you can take them clothes you got on, because you can't take shit out my house." Well, let's pick through and find out what your daddy bought you, because that's about all you can take about it in my house. But you damn sure can't take nothing out that I paid for, little boy. Oh yeah, he's definitely too. And living at see, he wouldn't be living at home though. If he had been living at home, then his ass would be living there now. Right. Man, please. He would in my house? And you gonna post this shit up about me and you're in my house? See, that tells you right there that his son understood that his father wasn't gonna do that to him. Cause I promise you, my son wouldn't have done that shit. He's still in my house. He better know that foot up your ass. I promised you, you about to get it right now. Don't sleep. Are you kidding me? He's still in his house? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay, what T.I. and Tiny Mess got going on now? They got some more mess? Because I know we talked about some mess about T.I. and Tiny. You might not want to hear my conversation on that one, because if it's the same one, honey, I got something for that one. Excuse me. You talking about because they had threesomes? Child, please. Unless they were underage, Okay, let me say this. None of those people were underage. And I think everybody needs to understand what these young people are doing. Um, you know what I'm gonna say. That's their shit. That's their listen. As I always say, there is no right and wrong between consenting adults. If that's their relationship, that's their relationship. And everybody, so often we want to act, oh my God, clutch our pearls and bite our fingers. Trust me, they ain't doing nothing that the next person, probably somebody two doors down for them, is doing the same damn thing. That's it. That's all. The only thing they did wrong was their choice of partners, because all these stupid rappers, is all these stupid celebrities are doing shit with people that ain't on their level, which means that's the way it's supposed to be, Drea. Okay, so let me time this out. That's the way it's supposed to be in a relationship like that. Um, that's the way it works. If you're doing this properly, the woman approaches the women, not the man. See, they're actually living the lifestyle correctly because Ti is not doing it. That's up to Tiny. And that's the way it's supposed to happen because the woman runs that shit, not the man. And so it's okay. And that was their thing. The problem was, like I said, like the difference, here's the problem, is that they was fucking around with women that don't have as much to lose as them. Whenever you're doing, and I'm sure he still does. I mean, but just because Tiny brought some home, I know women who bring women home all the time to their husbands. It's they shit. But here's my thing. They should have been fucking around with people on the same level as them because you have the same amount of skin in the game. No, you didn't. No, because them NDAs don't always work. You're supposed to be around, deal with people on your same level because they have the same amount of skin in the game. See, if you don't have as much to lose as me, then it's easy for you to do some shit like that. So that's the problem that these people are having. You should be fucking around with people in your social circle because they ain't gonna tell because they have as much to lose as you do. These women, these people they getting ain't got shit. So when you stop fucking around with them and they're getting all these good things from you, like maybe they're getting like, presents or dinners with you all or hanging out with y'all and then y'all cut it off. Well, now they have, yeah, with Candy is hot. They have no skin in the game. So therefore, they gonna tell on your ass to make some money or gain some notoriety or whatever. You got that's the first thing about these things. You never fuck around with somebody beneath your social status. And that's just the honest truth, not to be like snobbish or anything. But if you're doing something like that, that's what you do. You deal with people who have as much to lose as you do, and then everybody's quiet. Because that's what I used to tell people. Because people be like, oh, I can't go to a lifestyle party. What if I see somebody that I work with? What they gonna say? I'm always, good night, Heather. Right? But I'm just saying, because I used to tell people, because I'd be like, I want to go to something like that. They're like, I want to go to something, but what if I see somebody I work with? I said, so how they gonna tell on you? Because in order for them to know you were there, that means they were there too. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? You're such a full. Yeah, because now, real talk, Tiny is not cute. I mean, she just had to be on straight sugar mama for me to do so. It would be a straight sugar mama moment. So we shopping? But how often we shopping? No, right? Right. Now see, the closet filming is wrong because that means that you are not that person. The other person is not aware of what's happening, and that's not cool at all. But if everybody knows what's going on, cool. But that's just it. You have to only, but you can only deal with people who have as much to lose as you do. That's all there is. And that's the truth of it. Unless you're okay with people knowing what you're doing, if you're not, then you need to only deal with people that you don't have to worry about because they got too much to lose. And that's the truth of it. So, and to right? They showed each that's wrong. No, that's wrong because Tiny do have some different faces. But that's just, I mean, I don't understand. People get to clutching their pearls. And the reality is half the people that's talking shit doing it. I can promise you this. Half the people that's talking about it are doing it or have done it. Because a lot more people are doing it nowadays than you think. And I'm just here to tell you that's the truth. Trust me on that. There's a lot more people doing it than you think. And so, I mean, that ain't nothing. And it would be one thing if they were approaching 15-year-old girl, especially in the industry, especially in everyday life, Miss Faith, honey. Trust me, I'm talking about people on the street. I trust me. I know. I can point out people like, yep, they doing it. Yep, they do. Trust me, it ain't just in the industry. It's all over. Hell, these kids is doing this shit. Don't sleep on these teenagers. They're doing it too. Yeah. Nah, because I know I can go on my Facebook page and listen, I can go on my Facebook page and be like, yep, yep, yep. I can go down the whole list and be like, yeah, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Yeah, it's a lot. If they're not doing it right now, they have participated quite a few times. Juicy, are you ready to have these babies? You gonna have these babies? You quit wilding around and have the babies. Hi, Mario. If done well, they're fun. I'm just saying. Hey, Juicy, you still ain't having them babies yet, right? So, yeah, and that's fine. But it's a lot of people sharing. Trust and believe, even if it's a temporary share, even if it's an overnight rental, even if it's an overnight rental. I'm just saying. There it is. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. When are you gonna drop these kids with your fat self? Right, exactly. Right, it's just right. Well, let me break this. It's more common in a lot of age groups. I'm 54. Trust me, I know a lot of people in their 50s who've had threesomes. I know quite a few in their 60s who've been doing it for decades. I'm just saying. The difference is, here's the difference, is that people are less discreet than they used to be. People's doing this shit um, for have been doing it. It's just they were more discreet about the things they were doing. Yeah, they were just right. I'm just saying. Don't I'm gonna need my young folks to understand, where did y'all come up with this shit from? It didn't just come out of nowhere. Oh, threesomes. Right. Hey, Kelly. Wait. Y'all didn't invent that shit. I'm just saying. Hey, Kelly. And we was talking about T.I. and Tiny. I'm just here to say that the shit happens all the time. If you know, Kelly, I've been on for over an hour. You know, it goes a little left. I did actually talk about what I came on to talk about, though, a while ago. Right. Thank you, Lisa. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Nothing. Trust me. The only difference is the technology that has that is the only thing that's new is technology, not the shit the human what humans do ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new about what the humans do. It's just some new shit. There's just some new ways to disseminate it, and that people know now. You know. Mm. Oh, I didn't talk about two. I forgot to talk about two fragrances, but I'll put them in for the next one. No, three. Right. I think yeah. Kim and Kanye breakup. Right. It's just being documented. Thank you, patience. Kim and Kanye breakup. What the breakup? We knew that was coming. Is that what you're talking about? You talking about the breakup we all knew was going to come eventually? Yeah, okay. I mean, who? Okay, to be quite honest, I can't blame Kim for divorcing him. I mean, let's just be honest. Kanye. Now, I will say, I do think that Kanye does need therapy, intensive therapy, but I think she also knew that when she got with him. Right, right. I'm surprised it lasted this long. Listen, she done had enough babies. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I didn't think nobody thought it was gonna last this long, and for them to have how many kids they got? Three, four kids. So yeah, yeah, right. He was a storyline, and he's run his course. You know, like any good storyline, like any soap opera, it runs its course, and then you got to get rid of the character. Yeah, he has been off since his mom passed, and he never got grief counseling because clearly he needed it. You know, like from watching, like I watched when I was watching Hoarders. You know, I went through a Hoarders marathon. A lot of people who become hoarders, part of the reason why was because they couldn't deal with grief, like the loss of a parent or something like that. Right. So he was dealing with the same thing. The difference is, you know, the difference is that because he had so much money and he was a performer and he had all these people around him who were yes men, you know, yes men and yes women. No one was there to push Kanye to get counseling that he needed. He wasn't surrounded by people who cared about him. They cared about the money he could make. You know, the record company people and things like that. His management. All they really clearly all they cared about was what his talent could do, not what he was going through. And so because of it, he has never dealt really in a healthy way with the grief of losing his mother. Yeah, I know it is. Ain't we just gossiping? But I know he has to want to get better. But I'm saying this from the point of I don't have parents, so I understand grief from that space. And I lost a parent very quickly. Um, didn't have I didn't have closure or goodbye because it happened within a few minutes. So I understand the grief process And I understand that grief is a solitary journey, as I tell everybody, but everybody doesn't. Right, yeah, and right when they ended it. So he didn't. He's never grieved. He's never dealt with the loss of his mother in a healthy way. He no one. He never had to, and there was no one there to help him through the process because clearly it was more of a process, and everybody's way is different, and it's wrong of anyone to say, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Kelly. And having lost both of my parents, I can say this: you can never tell anybody how they're going to grieve, and the problem is that he's never dealt with it, and there's no one who's actually made him. Well, yeah, she pregnant. Um, that has been there, that especially when it began. Like, see, he needed somebody there in the beginning to help him to get to some place, to get some grief counseling, because clearly he needed it. I didn't need grief counseling. I dealt with the grieving process on my own, and I made it to through the other side, and I still grieve my parents. Um, I'm sure there is some guilt, because, like, for me, there was some guilt with my mother's death, because my mother was sick, not sick, sick, but she seemed to have a cold or something. And I left her, and she wasn't feeling well. And I left to get the kids to school. And when I came back, my mama had died. So there was a lot of guilt that I felt for that, because I felt like I didn't know. And maybe if I had, seen something before I left, I would have known that I should have called the ambulance or something. I did, so I'm sure, knowing he paid for it, he feels guilty. And that's what I'm saying. So there are so many layers to grief that we can't say how he should react. We can't say how it's going to make him feel, because grief is a very personal and solitary process. And so he never dealt with it. And a lot of his movements have been because of that. Because like I said, I've watched hoarders, and one of the biggest things that was an issue for a lot of people was the loss of, like, a parent or a wife or anybody like that. And not, oh, hey baby, how are you? Yeah. No, it never goes away. You know? Exactly. Hey baby. Right. Exactly. And so that's what I'm saying, is that I know, and it never goes away. And that's the truth. I lost my father at 16. I lost my mother at 27. 27, 28. I don't know. I don't even know how old I was. 28. And both times were devastating. And even today, depending on the year or depending on the moment, I can become very grief stricken and miss my parents. And they've been gone. My father's been gone close to 40 years. My mother's been gone almost 30 years. And I still have those moments. So, and I am okay, and I've processed it much better. So imagine someone who hasn't processed it, you know, you know, um, so imagine someone who didn't, who's felt this guilt and has never processed it or dealt with it in a healthy way. So just imagine how is, what it could take him through. So that's what I feel that for him. And I feel that until he actually gets some help, he's not, you know, he's not going to ever be well. Now, Kim walked into that knowing that, though. She hooking up with Drake. Oh, see, I don't never watch enough stuff. They walked into that. No, she walked into that knowing that. And let's be how about this? Um, and we also know that, you know, let's just be honest. What's her name? Chris had a lot to do. with the timelines and everything. Let's just be honest. Kris Jenner running that whole dynasty, the whole thought next door. Let's be honest. Kris Jenner's running that whole family. That whole family is run by Kris Jenner. So I am sure she's like, okay, now he has served he's been here. It's getting too much. It's time to let him go. And let's just be honest. I'm sorry, Kris. I don't think they ain't making a move that Kris ain't said make it. Yeah, as I always say, Kris Jenner is. I can't be mad at her because Kris Jenner took lemons and made an empire. She took them lemons of her daughter's sex tape and made that shit into a fucking empire. I cannot. you know, I'm just saying, Kris Jenner took and made that shit into an empire. I can't be mad at her. But going into that, see the thing is going into that, men better understand that shit. Don't think that if it's gonna be to the detriment of that family, Kris gonna end that shit. And I think Kanye was okay, and they was whatever. But once he could no longer serve them, right? Exactly. Once he was no longer, a positive, you gotta go. Right. See exactly, Miss V. Right. So that's what I'm saying. So yeah. No. Mm-mm. No. So yeah. To say that no, because you have to understand that in those spaces you don't even know you need help. See, I mean, honestly, Kanye probably doesn't even understand that he needs help about dealing with that because it has been so long. Right. Oh, she was celibate. Oh yeah, she getting it on now, girl. Please, it's a time for her to have some fun, right? So that's just it. And I feel sorry for him just as a human being. I feel sorry for Kanye because I think that he, to a certain extent, of course, I think they used him. Now I know he crazy as fuck though, and so I don't know how there. I think that he was I think that they could no longer manage his crazy. And so that's why Kim had to, they said, okay, let go. Oh yeah, Van Jones don't like us. Yeah, Van Jones don't want none of us. He sure don't. Not at all. Um, because yeah, when I found Van Jones didn't, I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't need to watch you no more, Van, because what's the point? But yeah, so yeah, I think she's divorcing him because he's no longer manageable. I think they were managing his crazy, and it was profitable, of course, because everything that the Kardashians do is about the profitability of it. And that's just, ain't no shade, but that's just the way they roll. They move, and hey, they making a hell of a lot of money with it. But I think that he and because they never got control of his money. You know what I'm saying? Even though Kanye was crazy as fuck, Kim never got control of his money, which says that yeah, she's divorced him because the show is over. But I'm saying, but she never had control of his money. So therefore, Kanye could do whatever he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain amount of, see, here's where I got surprised. And this is where, and I think because he never went so far. Oh, really? Um, oh, yeah. Sons never want their mothers to have boyfriends. Um, I think that if Kanye had gotten so bad they would have gotten him institutionalized, and then they would have had controlling interest. But because his psychosis isn't to the point of that, it was time to let him go. Think about it. I mean, like, from a business standpoint, the best thing would have been for him to be so crazy where he, is a harm to himself and others, that they then have to step in and Kim would have had to take over things. But he never got to that point. So I mean, now, okay, the show's over, the storyline's over, you gotta go. Right, exactly. He crazy, but he ain't stupid. So, and trust me, Kim ain't gonna get as much as you think she gonna get. She gonna get enough because she got the kids. Well, because he is kind of crazy, right? He she gonna get a certain amount because of the kids. But Kanye is not so crazy that he doesn't have, stuff in place. And Kim has enough where I don't think she's gonna get as much as we think she is, because she has enough income of her own. It's not like it's a disparity. Like, she's always lived off of him. She doesn't have her own, incomes and her own money. Yeah, he has said he's yes. I don't know if he said it. I know she said he's bipolar. But you know what I'm saying? It's not like Kim was living off of him and had these kids. Kim got her own money and she's got a lot of it. So I don't think the settlement will be as much, because really, Kanye did help with, bring more money to her on her personal level. And maybe he helped start up KKW. Who knows? He might have fronted some of that money for her makeup company. Who knows? But I'm just saying, I think if they're smart, it'll be a quiet thing. It won't be a huge thing about that. Oh, did he say he's bipolar? Because I know she's mentioned it. Yeah. Oh, really? As I said, when all that shit came down, remember what I said? If they, um, if they break up, I don't think it'll be because Jada embarrassed him and put their shit out and got, you know what I'm saying? Because we know they've been doing that shit for years. But Jada got caught up with some young boy, and they shit got aired out to the world. And that might be too much for Will, because they've lived a private life. Right. Right. Yeah, exactly. I've lived with somebody bipolar. And yeah. Right. But they had to, but they've always been very private about it. No one was aware. They were doing their own thing, because once again, they were not dealing with people. They were dealing with people who had the same skin in the game. So you always, and we're discreet and shit. Jada brought in that Negro and he done a whole song on it. Come on now, I had to get rid of her dumb ass too. I'm just being honest. Put yourself in Will State shoes. Now, we've been doing this shit. We've been chilling. We've been living our life. We've been doing our thing. We real cool with our life. You do your thing sometimes. I do my thing. We still come together as a family. And that shit don't nobody know about. Then her dumb ass find this young boy, turn him out, play with him for a little while, go back home, and now he done aired they shit out to the world. I'd been like, I told you not to fuck with that boy. And I bet you in his head he thinking that. I told your ass not to fuck with that boy. Your ass got fucking around with these youngins. Fucking around with these youngins. I don't know. Well, hold up. Will Jada tolerated him. Okay, well, let's just say this: she tolerated that money because let's be honest, Jada when they got together wasn't all that. I mean, Jada's if Jada hadn't gotten with Will, she probably would have been like a has been. No, I don't think she tolerated anything. Once again, y'all still talking about shit like they weren't doing this all the time. First off, how we know Will ain't a roughneck? Just because Will wears them, Will does all that. How we know Will ain't no roughneck? Will might be giving her a little gentle choke and spanking that ass more than we think. I'm just being honest. But I'm saying that she didn't tolerate anything. They were doing that shit, but they were keeping it on the low. They both got a little messy, but see, his messy didn't get broadcast as much as hers. Everybody now saying he was messing around, but real talk, the one who really brought it out was Jada with that little boy. I'm gonna have to get. Why you say that? Okay, I'm gonna have to. I swear to y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to go out there and see in this world and see some shit. The spackage, what's that? What's that? I'm just saying. I'm gonna need y'all to spread out, see some shit, cause you'd be surprised. Right? I'm just saying. You just need to spread out and see some shit because you'd be surprised. Oh, the spankage, yeah. Right? Exactly. I'm just saying, we don't know. He could be gentle choking her ass, and spanking that ass. You know. I know the shit that come out my mouth sometimes. Right? Yeah, see, no, I'm not into choking because most men who try to do it don't know how to do it correctly. See, that's what I'm saying. We have these personas of people because we see what they put in the streets, their public persona. We don't know who they are in real life. We assume we do based on what they show us. These are actors, these are celebrities. They show us what they want us to see. So we don't know who they are. So, the speculate we can say that based on what they show to us. But there's a lot that we don't know, because listen, they ain't been together that long without Will being able to hold his own and keep her in line. Because when you saw the dynamic, Will checked her ass. And he does it a different way. But Will ain't no punk. We gotta, Will ain't no punk. I don't believe that. I don't believe that of him. Right? Will ain't no punk now. Let's just say he ain't no punk. They right, because Jada ain't been in the street in over 20 years. Jada been, living a very good right, exactly. Jada wanna play street because she's, you know what? Listen, you know what Jada is, and that shit with August was that was that classic shit that you see in movies of like those rich white women when they go out and get a bad boy because they're bored. That's what what I'm saying. That's it. Jada is a very wealthy woman living a very wealthy woman's lifestyle. I mean, come on. So she was bored. and that little boy was around, and she wore his little ass out. He thought, the reality is, he thought he wore her out, and he was gonna take, like I've always said, he thought he was taking, Jada from Will because she didn't care. And I think because I was sloppy. And you know what, Dre? I think and I think that might be part of what Will might. Let's think about. Maybe that's part of what he's irritated with, because maybe he feels, because I know if I was in that situation, I'd be like, you should have known better than to fuck with that boy, because you knew his head wasn't there. So she was the sloppy one. So I'd be pissed at her. I'd be pissed at her because I promise you, they've been doing this shit for years. It was just on the low. Okay, her career wasn't that popping before Will. It was okay. It was her. Jada was okay. I don't think Jada had longevity. See, Jada was okay. Jada was an okay actress. Jada married up. I mean, let's just be honest. Jada was an okay actress. I don't think she would have been around that much longer as an actress. Nobody. She wasn't. No, she wasn't that. No, she didn't have the longevity of like somebody like Angela Bassett or somebody who's an actual actress. Her best role was Woo, right? Isn't her best role Woo? Woo, right? Woo, wasn't that it? Okay, and set it off, and wait a minute, and set it off. Let's just be honest. Jada was given a really big role, but who was the real star of that motherfucker? Who was the real star of Set It Off? I'm sorry. Who was the real star? Queen Latifah. Cleo was the star of that shit. All the rest of them, okay, she was in the Matrix for a hot minute. I, Wu was terrible. She was not in there but a hot minute. Whenever I kept talking about her in the Matrix, I'm like, she really wasn't in that movie, right? She had a little bit of part, a little bit of a part. But Jason's Lyric was after. Wasn't she already married to Will when she did Jason's Lyric? Weren't they already together? No, I've been meaning to see that. I've been meaning to watch that. You know what I'm saying? Set It Off was Queen Latifah. Cleo was the bitch. Cleo wasn't. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So no, Cleo was the one. Oh my God, it's after 2 hours. Right? That's what everybody thinks they had Toria. It just got messy. Don't watch it? Okay. Okay. See, Blair Underwood, he does nothing for me. Blair is so dry. Yeah, now that's true. Bokeem Woodbine was cold in Jason's Lyric. Are we though? Are we though? We just talking this over 2 hours. Look, I was supposed to be off. Yeah, that poetry was terrible. I hope she didn't write it. I hope it was like some bad writing, because I hope she didn't write that shit. Okay, Blair can hang a suit, but I don't know. Something about Blair Underwood just don't do it for me. I mean, like, he's one of them. No. Mm-mm. Yeah, Bokeem, he played his parts. You put Bokeem Woodbine in a part. I'm just saying. I mean, Blair Lee's getting a suit, but I'd be like, hey, But maybe in real life he's better. But like his persona on camera, that's like Morris Chestnut. Morris Chestnut, like Morris Chestnut just does nothing for me. I think he's overrated and he look alright. I said it. Oh yeah, Poetic Justice was terrible. He don't do nothing for me. I'd be like, no, I did not see that. No, I did not see that. There's been so much going on. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot about Poetic Justice. Ooh, that was such a terrible movie. Ooh, Poetic Justice was terrible. No, Poetic Justice was terrible. It was like, remember Janet, but Janet, wait a minute. But Janet got us into them braids, baby, because I had them braids. That was before I cut all my hair off. Baby, I had them braids down to my ass. Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. It's time for me to go. I gotta go and I got a job in the morning. I gotta act like I got a job. I gotta act like I got a job, man. Which week am I in? Baby, I had them dookie braids. Baby, I had them braids all the way to my ass. I sure did do them like that. Okay, so y'all know when I don't like some man, I be like, I gave him the look. I give him that look, That's the LuuLuu non-stamp of approval. That's the LuuLuu no stamp of approval. All right, good night, everybody. Let me get out these, let me take a shower, get out these clothes, and put on some fragrance for the night. I think I'm gonna be sexy tonight with my queer ylang. That's what I think. Ooh, God damn, I'm gonna smell good. Good googling moogly, I'm gonna smell good. In the words of Grady from Sanford and Son, good googly moogly, I'm gonna smell good. Good night.